Hello, everybody. Welcome back to my channel and Happy New Year. Today, I'm going to be showing you how I did these Bantu knots for the very first time. My client was so in love. They are so gorgeous. So stay tuned in.
Tell me who run the show, braids.amillion. Who everybody know, braids.amillion. For my plaques where I go, braids.amillion. Yeah, who taking over, braids.amillion. Tell me who run the show, braids.amillion.
Okay, so we're just going to start at the bottom. You want to firmly grip and start twisting up. Now, the main thing is to make sure that they are all even going across. That shouldn't be too hard. Just pay attention and make sure that you start from the back in the middle. And then that'll be your guide for doing the rest of the knots. So when I put the rubber band on, I started recording slowly after I did the left side because I had to learn a few things, y'all. It was my first time. So you definitely don't want to hit the knot as you're using the rubber band. So see, I'm starting, and I'm kind of ambidextrous, y'all, so I'm not sure if this is for a left-handed person or for a right-handed person, but I like to get all of the control in my left hand and then use my right hand to slowly twist up. And you want to make sure that that braid is staying flat, the part that you're twisting, that is staying flat up against the braid, that it's not twisted all around. So that'll help keep the foundation steady. And then as you can see, when I'm putting the rubber band around, I'm not starting at the bottom. I'm going where the last piece was wrapped around, and you want to hold that piece in place. And I'm going to zoom in just a moment. But see how I'm using that left hand to hold? And I also learned that it's best, even if you mess up with the length, just to make sure it's shorter than the rest and not longer, because you can always kind of pull that rubber band down or pull the twist down and get it to the right length. So see how I'm not hitting the knot as I'm wrapping the rubber band around? So, okay, we're going to zoom in. So the base is the most important. That initial wrap, make sure that is tight. And I'm not saying you have to pull on your client, but make sure it is firmly pressed up against that braid, y'all. And then once I get to the smaller piece, once it gets thinner, it's easier to wrap around. Look at that. So beautiful. And I think with the rubber band, I have like a standard size black rubber band. The average amount of times that I wrapped around the braid was 4 times with the rubber band. For the smaller ones, with the ones in the front, are easier. So you don't have to wrap so long. And I think I maybe did 5 or 6 times with the rubber band for the ones in the front. The ones in the back are harder because you're going to be wrapping longer. So you definitely want to try and keep, don't put too many braids in the client's hair. I want to make sure that I didn't do too many, especially with this being my first time. So I think this was perfect. And also me doing triangle parts for my client helped space the braids out a little bit more also. Now at the end, I just went ahead and burnt the ends. I did dip these before and dried them because I want the braids to be as sleek as possible. And I dried them about 90% the way because I knew that I was going to be burning them, and you can't burn wet hair. So just make sure, everything is dry, is not dripping if you are going to dip. I always dip because you don't want these to be stiff. They're already Bantu knots. And I want my client to have the most flexibility. And remember to know where your client's hair stops, so you're not, the fire is not going anywhere near my client's natural hair. So my client's hair did not extend past the 1B. So all of the 30, the colored hair at the bottom that I'm burning, none of my client's hair is in those knots. And this is just going to give a nice and sleek finish. Oh my gosh, they're so pretty. And be sure not to burn and pop the rubber band, y'all. Be very careful. I'm going to finish with my Bam Light Shine Spray. It has a tropical scent. All of my clients love it. They're men too. And I'm just going to spray that, give a nice little blow dry to finish up. Y'all, these are so gorgeous. I'm so glad that I did these. And then I'm just going to trim a little bit, whatever I felt the lighter didn't get. And this is the final look, y'all. Look at my client. She is so gorgeous. She absolutely loved her knots. I thank her so much for trusting in me. And y'all be sure to subscribe.